And we're down to our final battle of the evening here.
Wow, that really flew by. I can't believe it. I'm excited. This is getting hot. Everybody's bringing the heat. Oh, and this is Atlanta, who've really been going for it, and Seattle, who's undefeated. So this is going to be a humdinger.
Yeah, undefeated Seattle, 4-1 Atlanta. Let's get Atlanta out here. Everyone knows him by now. She's recently named Creative Loafing's Best Comedian in Atlanta and was Stand Up NBC 2019 finalist. It's Katie Hughes, everybody.
Hello.
Woo.
Hughes, everybody.
Good to see y'all.
Hi, Katie. And her teammate is featured in the upcoming series, comedy series on Amazon Prime, Punching Below the Bible Belt. He's the host of the podcast, Straight People. It's Ian A. Bear, everybody.
Hello.
Yay, Bear.
How y'all doing?
Good to see you.
Good to
Boy,
see
the
you.
audience loves Atlanta.
Hello.
Oh, all right. I'm going to bring out old Seattle. Don't sleep on Seattle. Documentary series on Amazon Prime called 80 for 80. It's Monica Nevi. Let her hear it.
Ah,
All right, Mon. Good to have you
yeah,
back.
I'm here. Sorry.
Hey. And he's had 20 million views on his Dry Bar special, allegedly. It's Andrew Rivers, everybody. Come on.
What up? Hello.
Yay.
All
Go
right.
Seattle.
Yes. Quick turnaround for you guys. You had to write new jokes about a new city
Yeah.
real quick. You feeling good about it?
Yeah, I mean,
No.
it's tough
I mean,
with, no? Okay. Well, I feel good.
No, I feel good.
It is tough with just 24 hours, a good joke, you want to let it sort of breathe and wait for the drugs to wear off and then see if it's still funny.
Sure. I hear you. Well, we'll see you tonight.
All right.
You ready, Joe?
I'm ready. I'm excited. This is, I feel like Seattle is definitely the most confident team, and Atlanta's putting in the most effort. So we'll see which
Well,
one.
I think we're the nicest.
Which one works out. And Monica, I appreciate a comedian that shows up and apologizes. That's my kind
Thank
of
you.
comedian.
Thank you.
So here we go. Atlanta is up first. Go get them, Atlanta.
All right. What can be said about Seattle that hasn't been said yet? The comedy's good there. The Seattle team looks like the adults of the corn. I know I'm white, but Andrew looks like he comes bleach. People say people say Southerners fuck their siblings, but Seattle wouldn't know. They don't have any brothers.
All right. Andrew's cum could inject into Trump.
All right. Atlanta is only 40% white. So I guess they use the 3/5 compromise to elect these two comedians to represent them. It's filled. Thank you for knowing what that is.
I got to read a book.
It's fine. It's filled with Confederate monuments and their age of consent is 16. So it's hard to tell which is more offensive, the statues or the statutory.
Yes, wordplay.
Originally, Seattle was a prostitute town with brothels and hotels filled with female sex workers. So fish market had a whole different meaning back then. It's ironic Seattle started as a prostitute town because the city is still filled with overworked cunts.
All right. In Atlanta, abortions are illegal after 6 weeks, but you might not even know you're pregnant after 6 weeks. I think that's why Katie's jokes never hit very hard, because by the time she's done delivering, the jokes are too old to kill.
Good example of it. The Seattle team looks like a serial killer and his next victim. How did Ted Bundy have a less creepy smile than Andrew? Every comic in Seattle is like Amanda Knox. Sure, they've seen someone murder, but all they have is a setup. No comedian from Seattle's ever... No comic from Seattle's ever been on SNL. In Seattle, Studio 8H is just where someone died and how. In a studio apartment from swallowing a balloon of heroin.
Wow.
You guys are so good at Zoom. This is difficult. I had to Google visual aid, and all it said was "see crutch." You guys are like prop comics of Zoom shows. I love it.
Thank you.
Yeah. Atlanta was originally called Terminus because America wanted to abort it. Just kidding. That's not legal there.
Nice.
Ted Bundy is from the Seattle area. A lot of people dispute whether Ted Bundy was really that attractive. He's like attractive for Seattle. Like a Seattle 9 isn't everywhere else too. Everyone in Seattle is like an American car made on a Monday after the Super Bowl. You can just look at them and tell that there's something wrong.
Ooh, for a gay guy, Ian, you're bringing out a lot of labia.
It's been very traumatizing, let me tell you.
The Falcons are such a shitty football team that even in Ludacris' wildest fantasy, he's having sex on the football field while they're kicking a field goal.
Okay. Seattle's the Emerald City because it's surrounded by so many trees. The only tree they don't have is industry. Both Seattle comics have online specials, but the only thing I'd want to watch streaming from y'all is blood from your wrists.
Dark.
The only person from Seattle who's ever blown up is just Brendan Fraser.
He's fat. All
But
right,
he's
there
just
were
so hot. So sad.
All right. There were just a bunch of arrests in Atlanta for street racing, which is what they started doing for sport when they heard dogs could have COVID.
Seattle natives don't carry umbrellas. They like to get raw dogged by the rain. It's the only shower that most of them get. If you remove the letter A from the word Seattle, you have the word settle. As in, if you live in Seattle, you've settled on looking at ugly people for the rest of your life.
All right.
The Coca-Cola factory is in Atlanta, where you can taste over 200 different types of diabetes. It's a cool museum, but it costs an arm and a leg to get in.
Nice.
The Seattle team has one penis and one vagina, just like Russell Wilson's wife. There's so many male to female trans people in Seattle, they're going to change their nickname to the Adam's apple. Seattle actually has the second highest transgender population in America. All the female to male transitions even gave Microsoft the idea for the Xbox.
Got it. Okay.
You showed them.
Okay.
They're probably not watching this.
All right. The world's largest drive-in restaurant is in Atlanta. It's called the Varsity, which makes sense because the only winning team in Atlanta is heart disease. Your teams do suck, but there is a ton of sports history in Atlanta. The 1996 Olympics were held in Atlanta, which was the last time a Black person felt comfortable running in Georgia.
Free round. All right.
Macklemore is from Seattle, and that could be the whole fucking roast, but I'll go on. Macklemore is from Seattle. He's famous for his song Same Love, where he says he thought he was gay in third grade because he could draw. I thought I was gay in third grade because all I thought about was fucking men in the ass all the time. But spoiler alert, turns out that Macklemore is a faggot. He's just a faggot for pussy, which is the worst kind of faggot.
I think he's allowed to say that, right?
Well, I got called a fag last night, so sure, I feel like I should be able to say that.
Oh, I'm sorry. All right. The Atlanta Braves, named after the white people who come into the city for games.
Nice.
All right.
That's it.
All
That's
right.
it.
That was it.
Oh, boy.
That's a roast.
I
Well
felt close.
done. Woo. Ian, I know you're gay, but Andrew, real twink. That was killer. Man,
Boy, this is a tough one.
This is a tough one. Seattle's undefeated, but I feel like Atlanta brought the heat. I don't know. I don't know which way the wind's going to blow here.
Two of my favorite teans. Great roast.
That was fun.
Whoever loses, I'm going to really miss them. I mean, there's only one more day, but it's been
Same.
fun.
Well, we
It
built
feels
a
longer.
Yeah.
It feels much longer.
It really does. Yeah, we've been through a lot together.
Thank you for being my friend.
Oh, there it is. The
All
verdict.
right.
Oh, wow.
Boy, oh boy, throwing down the
That's like a-
hammer
Put it
once
back up. I
again.
missed the screenshot.
It's like a gift.
Is this the best
I was going to say,
team
you guys don't
in
have
the
to write
league?
9 more jokes.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't envy you, but you can do it. I believe in all of you. And holy shit, Seattle once again. You got to feel pretty confident.
I feel nice. Mark. Thank you.
Are you on heroin right now?
I'm always on heroin, Joe.
Wow.
No, he just kept calling Andrew a good writer, and I was a nice lady. So thanks.
Oh, I'm too scared to make fun of girls. I feel like
I
people
know.
get
I can
upset.
tell, honestly, as it comes up. You called him a girl a couple times, and then I feel like that's what you really want to say.
Hey, you're both dirty twats.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Thank
you
you
cunts.
fucking cunts. All right, there we go. But hey, Katie, great stuff. I mean, that was
Thank you. It was fun.
That was really you
Yeah,
got a
great
packet
job,
out of
Elena.
this. I feel like.
Yeah. I'll get it all, off YouTube somewhere, I guess.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
Maybe I'll get 20 million views by next year.
Hopefully.
What a dream.
You could do it. You're dry bar material. You're,
Well, I'm dry, certainly.
definitely dry. There's no wetness there. And you've been to a bar.
Katie, you've gotten several proposals in the chat. I don't know if you've noticed.
Oh my goodness.
I don't know what they look like or anything, but it's something.
Well, you know what? I'll take what I can get. I'm coming off a loss, so I need a rebound, clearly.
All right. Well, talk to Jarrett and one other guy that already scrolled by. But you guys were
Jarrett.
awesome. Atlanta, both every show was killer. You guys had the visual aids. You had multiple jokes for each one. It was awesome. I really enjoyed it. And
Thanks for having us. It was fun.
Thanks.
Ian has AIDS.
Yeah, you guys are great.
Yeah, it was great. Rivers, good stuff. Nevi, you
Right.
look dumb.
Nice.
Bye-bye.
I'm trying to learn how to insult. But yeah, great job. We're gonna miss you,
Good twin.
and we'll see you tomorrow, Seattle.
Thanks,
All
guys.
right. And so we got some news coming in, breaking news.
Oh no.
Across
Wait,
the
so I
wire.
just pay attention.
Andrew has been disqualified. No, I'm kidding.
Oh my God.
We're
Do I have to pay
reseeding.
attention?
Yeah, because I'm allowed to swipe up on my Instagram story. That's the difference.
We don't want to have a Cleveland Minneapolis rematch. We've already had it, so we're reseeding. The final four tomorrow is going to be Houston versus Minneapolis, Seattle versus Cleveland, and what that also does is allows the possibility we could have Minneapolis, Seattle, two undefeated teams in the finals. But
Possibly.
Hell.
Houston and Cleveland might have something to say about that. So tomorrow night, Houston versus Minneapolis, both undefeated. Seattle and Cleveland. It's going to be something. I mean,
You got
Houston's
that
undefeated,
right.
but you know what I'm saying.
It's going to be a whopper. It's going to be a doozy. It's going to be a good time, and you don't want to miss it. Tell your friends. Spread the love. This thing's down the wire, and it's only going to get bigger. Wait, are we done?
I don't
know.
know what's
I mean,
happening. I feel like we
Rivers-
should leave, right?
Rivers and Nevi are like two Jews you invite over. They're just lingering
He
around.
always hangs around. I feel like I should leave.
Yeah, hey.
We're in our pajamas over here. Beat it.
Yeah. Beat it. The
The
party's
announcement
over.
was concerning us. I was trying to pay attention.
Well, you
no,
can
we're-
still hear without your visual.
Yeah.
I just
But-
love you.
All right. We need the Apollo guy to come in with the broom.
Anyway, so that's the final four. I mean, what a night, huh, buddy?
Yeah, killer night. Great stuff. Everybody's really taking this seriously except us, obviously. But yeah, these comics are really writing a ton of jokes, and I got to commend them. It ain't easy. They're pulling these jokes out of their ass. It's impressive.
Very impressive, and yeah, I don't know what else to say. I can't wait for tomorrow night. I love the Final Four: Seattle, Houston, Cleveland, Minneapolis. It's really going to be something, and I'm excited. I don't know who to pick. I guess I got to stick with Houston since I already said they'd be with the winners. So
I'm gonna stick with Seattle. I've been making fun of Andrew, and I got to learn how to make fun of Nevi. And yeah, you picking Houston?
well, I just said earlier that Houston and whoever won that battle would win. So
All
We'll
right.
see.
Well, sounds like Houston to me. Maybe we should
All
do a
right.
little wager. What do you want to put a Finsky on it? Make it interesting, eh, fatty?
well, if I'm putting money on it, I'm putting Minneapolis money on Minneapolis.
Oh,
Those
all right.
guys are
I'll take
unstoppable.
Seattle. You take Minneapolis. $5.
$5. All right, great. I have no
Witness.
job.
All
All right,
you
we gotta
look
go.
like-
there's still an audience here. We gotta leave.
Oh,
We can
jeez.
do this
All
over
right.
text.
Great job, buddy. I'll see you at 9 o'clock tomorrow.
9 o'clock tomorrow. Come on by.
Coast to coast roast. Praise